I mean, it's a sort of, in a sense, having just read the final printed conclusions, the statement over which they spent so many hours haggling here in Brussels, there are some very interesting paragraphs. If you strip away all the diplomatic language, I think the Italians are confident that they got a greater sense of their burden being shared. It's difficult to pin down some of the proposals, but I guess the principal ones are that, yes, there was broad agreement to the idea of trying to establish these so-called disembarkation platforms. Sounds a bit weird. It's some sort of processing facility which will be set up in third countries outside the European Union with the cooperation of the UN and other global migration agencies. Interestingly, no specific countries have been mentioned on that. It's not clear who's going to volunteer for that. In terms of internal compromise, I think this is the thing that's satisfied the Italians. This new idea, I think, of establishing voluntarily, again, centres within European countries where migrants first reach Europe's shores. I guess we're talking about Spain, Italy, Greece in the main part, given that's where the flow of migrants is coming at the moment across the Mediterranean. These places will be established so that people could be rapidly and legally processed. And then it says, again in vague, classic EU diplomatic language, people would be shared out according to the principle of solidarity, this notion that Italy and Greece shouldn't be left alone to deal with these people who still make it across. It seems that this language has been enough to satisfy the Italians, because don't forget, at one point during the night, the Italians were more or less threatening to pull the pin on the whole summit and say that they would not agree to anything. So they got there in the end, but it's not very concrete.